of Japan, Tokyo, during the coming days. His Highness Sayyid Asad bin Tariq Al Said will be accompanied by His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. His Excellency Dr. Muhammad bin Saeed Al Busaidi, Sultanate's Ambassador accredited to Japan. Their Excellencies Khalifa bin Hamad Al Badi and Saif bin Ahmad Al Sawafi, advisors at the office of His Highness Sayyid Asad bin Tariq Al Said, and a number of officials. The main committee of the elections of the 9th term of Shura Council members held its meeting at the premises of the Ministry of Interior to follow up with the election process, in which voters outside the Sultanate and members of the working committees in the election will cast their ballots through remote voting application in the smartphones. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Engineer Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Interior, head of the main committee of the elections. Omani voters outside the Sultanate and members of the working committees in the election started to cast their ballots in the 9th term Shura Council elections through remote voting application in the smartphones from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. Remote voting application in the smartphones will enable voters outside the country to cast their ballots with ease without the need to go to the embassy. The Ministry of Interior previously launched this application in the electronic platforms, and it's accessible starting from 8 a.m. today for the eligible voters, which enables them to cast their ballots remotely. Voters should have a valid ID card, and a SIM card should apply the electronic certification system that operates on the mobile SIM card of the telecommunication companies operating in the Sultanate. The card must be activated via the web page of the National Digital Certification Center. Turkish and Kurdish leaders accused each other of violating a U.S. brokered truce in northeastern Syria, even as it appeared to be taking hold on its second day today. The deal announced on Thursday is intended to halt a Turkish-led offensive against Kurdish forces launched on October 9th on the condition that they pull out of a safe zone on the Syrian side of the border. The offensive has killed dozens of civilians, mainly on the Kurdish side, and prompted hundreds of thousands to flee their homes in the latest humanitarian crisis of Syria's 8-year civil war. Today, Turkey accused Kurdish forces of violating the truce. It said despite the truce, terrorists carried out a total of 14 attacks in the last 36 hours. The ministry said 12 of the attacks came in the battleground border town of Ras Al Ain, one in Tel Abyad and another in Tel Tamar area. In their first weekend session in 37 years, British lawmakers in Parliament debated whether to accept Prime Minister Boris Johnson's proposed new divorce deal with the European Union. It's a momentous decision, but one that they still may not get resolved today. In Parliament, Johnson implored legislators to ratify the deal he struck this week with the bloc's 27 other leaders. He said members of the House of Commons should come together as Democrats to end this debilitating feud over Brexit, which has bitterly divided the country since British voters narrowly chose in a 2016 vote to leave the EU. Johnson's Conservative Party holds only 288 seats in the 650 seats House of Commons, so he will have to rely on the support from other parties and independent lawmakers to get over the line. As lawmakers delivered heated reasons to vote nay or yes, tens of thousands of anti-Brexit demonstrators descended on London to march to Parliament Square, demanding a new referendum on whether Britain should leave the EU or remain. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. Assigned by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Sayyid Asad bin Tariq Al Saeed leaves the country tomorrow to participate in the enthronement ceremony of the new Emperor of Japan, Emperor Naruhito. The main Shura Council Election Committee follows up with remote voting process as voters outside the country and members of the election committees cast their ballots. And the Turkish and Kurdish leaders accuse each other of violating the truce in northern Syria. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, thank you for watching and good night.
شريف مختار اتقبض عليه الليلة، قتل مراته. انقطعت علاقتنا جميعا بشريف مختار.
القضية لابسة شريف لابساه.
أنا محتاج أمشي من هنا.
أنت مش هتمشي من هنا يا شريف بيه.
أي حاجة هتحصل لك من النهاردة تعتبر تحصيل حاصل. أنت خلاص اتحكم عليك.
ليك حق عندي اديك خدته مني يوم ما مسكتني، لكن انا حقي فين؟
مش هسكت، فاهم؟ هتسكت وهتنفذ كل اللي اقول لك عليه بدون مناقشه.
إذا كنت تظن أنك تستطيع الهرب منا فأنت مخطئ جدا.
كيف تجرؤ؟ لا تنظر إلي هكذا. أمي؟ لا أستطيع فعل شيء لأحقادك. إذا كنت مصمما على الرحيل يمكنك أن تذهب متى تشاء.
يا أبو العيال جاري على فين؟ لامم وسخ يجي مترين، دحين أكيد يبغالي مكيالين.
لا، مكيال واحد وبس من تايد ينظف أكثر بمكيالين من أي مسحوق منافس لأنصع نظافة.
تسلم إيدك على البياض يا أمونة.
تايد في الغسيل ما في مستحيل.
كلنا كل الصور كان يا مكان كان سرد الحكاية وفي قصص هذا الزمان كان فينا وايد من بعضنا وفينا وايد اختلاف، كل ما نقرب بعدنا ومن بعض صرنا نخاف، نشكي في عز الفرح ونسكت في وقت الكلام، ونتجاهل من صح نظلم نقدر ننام. في نوايا اختلاف صرنا نخاف في الكلام فينا غابة من الغرابة، فينا رهبة من الأمان، الأخوة صرنا نهابة والوفي دور مكان. فينا غابة من الغرابة، فينا رهبة من الأمان، الأخوة صرنا نهابة والوفي دور مكان. كلنا برحلة سحابة، ظل عابر في الحياة، نسكن الصبر وعذابه وانت غنى بماضي فات. كلنا برحلة سحابة، ظل عابر في الحياة،